taking the piss.
Wankers! Stupid fucking cunt! You fucking piece of shit!
Fucking hell. What is it about lack of accountability, or rather, I guess, would sum it up as selective accountability, and just generally using it to take the piss, or whatever. But so yeah, the subject. I mean, as you've seen of like the image that I will put in the video when I've done recording this is BBC Apprenticeships. I mean, it's going to be on the thumbnail too, but you're a set of fucking arseholes. You are. Several months ago, I sat through a Zoom meeting thing, which I was recommended to, which I attended, and I don't remember the full gist of it because it was long and boring, and there were different, I guess, job opportunities. But focus on what I'm saying. Several job opportunities. I can't remember them all, but amongst them was technical operator, as stated, and I basically sat through 45-ish minutes, maybe more like half an hour, but that's the thing when you're waiting for something to get to the bloody point. It feels, for some reason, on some kind of instinctual cosmic level, at least 10 to 15 to even 20 minutes longer than it actually is. And then yesterday I got an email, which is going to be, it's going to be in the conversation between me and the notification person. I hope they're a real person, so they can actually get offended by what I'm saying. Gmail hasn't gone back to me with, this is an automated thing and failed to send, or whatever happened there. But then again, I skim read, so who knows? It felt good to actually tell them to stick it up their ass, but all those different, I think there were like at least two other options that I can't remember. Maybe I should have written them down somewhere. Maybe I did. I take notes all the time and put them in a mock file cabinet, and sometimes I can't be arsed sifting all through that. But the thing of it is, and I'm pretty sure I put forward my work history when I was applying and went all through the the Eventbrite ticket bullshit, because they're such a great help too. They need to just keep the neb out every now and again. Why is everybody so reliant on Eventbrite? God, that's such a corporate bullshit thing too. Wow, I sound like my granddad Neil, who complains about, he's the type that complains about Asians and and Trump and Aboriginals, even though he lives in Australia, and works in an orchard or something part time. But just I'm really trying not to massively corporate shame BBC and BBC online shit or anything like that. Well, maybe I'm a little bit, but not too much. But it's a fact that after all that time, and the apprenticeship was supposed to happen around, I distinctly remember it as the 19th of September, and they replied to me, a month and was it now the 23rd, 22nd? Yeah, just a little, whatever. Just a little over a month and 2 to 3 days. And all they come up with is, you know, you could be a great fit as a technical operator. In what? Where in my fucking job history, apart from maybe dabbling in media college in Huddersfield, and there were certain things. Does that? Yeah, let's just get to this point first. Yeah, does that make me? How does that translate to me having an interest or having experience or even a mild interest in being a fucking technical operator? You mean one of those behind the scenes guys that sets up the crew and stuff like that, like they're doing Pointless and what have you and blah blah blah? I've never set out to be one of those. I was terrible with camera work in media college. I did my best to just ghost my way through that, if that makes any sense. Just tag along, being the tag along kid, and just like, God, I can't wait to move on to the other subjects that tomorrow or later on today that I'm actually interested in, like writing about, theses on things and radio presenting, all that stuff. I've never been in my life been wanting to be a bloody strobe light operator or camera crew kind of person. There's people that always get credited massively, but you never see them. Like, I want to be one of those. I want to be part of those annoying credit sequences where basically they show my name multiple times and there's fuck all footage of me anyway. No, I'm not. I don't care. I never cared about that. Because I really wanted to be that kind of person, I would have just gone into photography. I have a mate who did that. He knew what he wanted to be work colleague / mate, where I'm still kind of now in the media centre. And he's technically still working with us, but we don't see him anymore because he's gone remote and stuff and focused more on his long-term, lifelong dream career of being a photographer. If I wanted to do that, I would have gone to a specific, photography sector instead and studied pad there, but I wasn't bothered. I do like to take the occasional picture of things. That's not the same. So, yeah. Thanks BBC Careers or BBC Apprenticeship Careers, whatever you're called. Yeah, thanks for not giving me more choices, even though there were, and that fucking ass kissing Zoom meeting. I didn't type enough. I didn't bother. Why should I have to? Why should I be compelled to basically hum people just to give me more choice in what I want to do when it's right there? Basically dangle 2 carrots, 3 carrots in front of me and then take away 2 and leave me with the little the little one that's been neglected in the fridge that's starting to go all vinegary and brown, that you have to super cook basically to avoid getting some kind of soil-borne disease thing. That's all there is really to say about that. It's all that promise and choice and everything like that, and then they take most of the choices away and leave me with one that I don't really give a fuck about, and they basically they basically reply to me in a way, late as well, again, in a way that exudes the, you know, to quote Ben Kingsley in because I like doing the movie buff stuff like Anthony Donoso in NCIS. Just the sheer lazy fuck offness of it all, where it's basically the energy and dipping in out of being asked bare minimum fucking Indian call center stuff, but through email marketing. And I'm trying to get into email marketing, and I've sort of done it with freelancing and stuff there. And I always try my best to keep people informed on time, and if they ask questions, whatever, you know, I'm always there to answer them. Just like how I like to think I'm very consistent with replying to any comments you may have about this video and just any other videos anyway. So yeah, I'll end it there before I ruin my bath. Yeah, remember to like, subscribe, comment, blah blah blah. And this has been Lee the History Boy, even though, you know, it's Lee the History Boy. I do, as subscribers are already here already know, I like to keep it eclectic, you know, varied, wildly varied, you know, with my other playlists and so on and so forth and subjects. So yeah, I'll just end it there, and I'll go off and edit this, and it's going to be an absolute belter, banger, whatever. Well, not absolute belter, but, you know, I'll make it better than it is me just whinging about people taking the piss and just doing shit when they feel like it. Where there's yeah, no, I just add this little point here. Yeah, just the whole, before I go off and add stuff through the wonderful through the fun app that is YouCut Video Editor. I'll have to get them to sponsor me some point. I was sort of reading into it via some kind of blog or Google or something like that, but it's a bit like, you know, get to the goddamn point, as it were. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna do all that, and before I go, just the whole main coming point about, you know, why should I have to, you know, wait on you know, be on some higher up fucking smug ass Earl snob's time with fake niceness and ass kissery, and go into a job where it's like, you know, I'm expected to basically, you've committed to this thing now, so how do I explain this, or give an analogy on it, or whatever. It's yeah, the whole, yeah, it's like I had the, maybe I'm a cynical asshole, but it's like, I mean, I'm not so cynical, but I think I can smell bullshit a mile away. I think that's a quote from somewhere. So yeah, hypocrisy and bullshit, I'm good at detecting, and people try to, you know, sweep it under the rug with like, well, so and so's doing it, or it's part of the blah 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 rule. It's like, no, you have no right to be mardy with me and expect me to bust my ass when none of that was barely any of that was addressed in the whatever role it is. You know, for example, I'm just waffling on now a little bit, but I suppose maybe people take something from that little rant. So yeah, I'm gonna, in the words of Peter O'Toole when he was made to be sober. I'm fucking off. So, yeah, ta-ta.
We're trying to get a feel for how people spend their day at work. So, if you would you walk us through a typical day for you?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. I use the side door. That way Lumberg can't see me. And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour. Till I'm finished.
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
Peter, would you be a good sport and indulge us and just tell us a little more?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something about TPS reports.
TPS stands
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Don't care?
It's a problem of motivation, all right? Now, if I work my ass off and Initech ships a few extra units, I don't see another dime. So where's the motivation? And here's something else, Bob. I have 8 different bosses right now.
I beg your pardon?
8 bosses.
8?
8, Bob. So that means that when I make a mistake, I have 8 different people coming by to tell me about it. That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job. But you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.